Góðan daginn, kæru landar. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Iceland, those of you who have come from afar. Former President of Iceland, Excellencies. Yes, it's a pleasure and honor to be with you here at the opening of this important event. And welcome again, yes. You don't say that often enough. But these singers, they're a hard act to follow. I'll do my best. You've come to a young country, one of the most vibrant countries in the world. And I'm not exaggerating. Iceland is only 15, 16 million years old or so. And it's a country still in the making, for better or worse. It benefits a lot of you in this room. You have some work to do because of this vibrancy, because of this country in the making. I know you will be traveling to many sites in Iceland. 3 years ago, a series of eruptions began on the Reykjanes Peninsula, close to the international airport, close to the Blue Lagoon, close to a geothermal power station. These eruptions they're never a good thing. But as it happens, they were far away from infrastructure. They were, dare I say it, good for tourism. An eruption like this in 21, 22, we would have taken you to that site. You would have seen Iceland in the making. Lava spewing from a crater, and you would have witnessed and experienced firsthand the powers of nature. Then, however, late last year, a series of tremendous earthquakes shook and damaged a thriving fishing town on the south coast, Grindavík. And since, lava has flowed close to the town, into the town, we had to evacuate completely this beautiful town. 4,000 people had to be moved overnight, and we do not know what the future holds for us. In these challenging months, we have had, for instance, to secure and rebuild a pipeline from the power station to neighboring villages, because otherwise we would have lost the hot water flowing from that site to towns and villages in the region. So yes, we are blessed with geothermal energy. But at the same time, we are aware of the tremendous forces underground. We cannot control the forces of nature, but we can control how we react. And while we are a small country, a small nation, that event, when we had to evacuate a whole village, demonstrated to me how you can turn smallness into strength. Because overnight, we managed to find shelter for everyone. Everyone chipped in, everyone helped. Everyone sent a message on Facebook, Twitter, wherever. I have space for 4 persons. I have a summer house. We showed ourselves and others what we're capable of. That filled me with pride, as this event will do, as we will witness in the coming days. We are determined to show ourselves and others what we're capable of on this very young island. It's also young in other fields, in other respects. Iceland is one of the last tracts on Earth discovered by humans, only a little over 1,200 years or so ago. And I'm a historian, so I'm tempted always to look back. I remember when I was campaigning for this honorable office I hold, my friends and colleagues were always saying to me, Guðni, you need to look forward. And I can do that. I am going to look forward with you. But come back with me a bit first. Come back with me to the year 999. The chieftains of Iceland had gathered at Þingvellir, the old parliamentary site. I hope you get to see that. That's also where you can see the forces of nature and how we are on the plates of the Eurasian plate, we're in the midst of that, and the North American plate. Anyway, 999, the chieftains have gathered. Civil war is imminent. Should the people of Iceland adopt Christianity or stick to the old heathen faith? Stick to the old gods, Thor, Odin, even Loki. It's not Loki, as they say in the Avengers movies, it's Loki. One of the proponents of the old faith said and pointed out, see, there's a volcanic eruption and lava is flowing towards the home of one of the leaders of the Christian faith. See how angry the old gods are. And then a chieftain in the Christian faith replied, aha, well, we're standing on lava as you speak. What made the gods so angry then, when this lava flowed? And this reply to me is the victory of common sense, of just wisdom. And this man, Snorri was his name, has been called Iceland's first geologist. And to cut a long story short, they decided to adopt Christianity. And everyone then has to be baptized. But these were smart people. They said, fair enough, we're going to get baptized, but you're not dipping me into cold water. We're going to find a hot spring nearby. Again, the utilities of hot and warm water are everywhere to be seen here in Iceland. So a young country also in this regard. And finally, Iceland is also a young state. Later this summer, there will be summer in Iceland. Later this summer, we will celebrate the 80th anniversary of the Republic of Iceland. On the 17th of June, 1944, a republic was founded here in Iceland. And a milestone in Iceland's history. However, could we stand on our own feet? Yes, this question was asked. Iceland was one of the smallest, in terms of population, new states on earth at the time. I mean, how many people live here? It's me. It's people around here, my mom. A little, or around 400,000 people. We thought we had reached the 400,000 mark, but then Statistics Iceland recounted, and we're still a little under 400,000. Can we survive here on our own? This was a question that people asked themselves in 1944 and the ensuing decades. There was, I must admit, around a sense of inferiority complex even. Can we survive here on our own? And this testified or manifested itself in a question. I don't know, maybe you have been asked this question, dear friends from abroad. It manifested itself in this important question. How do you like Iceland? I think the Icelanders in the audience will remember this. We asked practically everyone who came to our shores this question. How do you like Iceland? The country, the nature, the people, the culture, the sagas, the music. Oh, I happen to love the music, and I hope you do as well. Fantastic singing there was. But how do you like Iceland? And we begged for a positive answer. But now, we don't do this anymore. Well, to begin with, there's just too many of you visiting. We can't stop each and everyone and ask, how do you like Iceland? But secondly, and more importantly, I'm not saying we don't care, but I think we can safely say to ourselves and others, without any boasting, without any empty pride, but we can say to ourselves and others, we're doing fine. And not the least because we have a story to tell when it comes to your fields of expertise. Geothermal energy, green energy, utilization of natural resources. We want to use them sensibly. Rule number 1, we sustain, we do not overexploit. And I'm not saying this is just one happy story. Yes, utilize green energy as much as we can. The best energy we use is the one we don't actually touch upon right away.